No reprieve yet. That's our topic for today's Backstage Pass. Hey there, hope you had a wonderful weekend this past weekend. Thoughts and prayers are out to the people that are in the path of Hurricane Ian. Hope everybody is out there getting prepared and getting ready for that storm as it threatens much of Florida's coast. So stay safe out there, people. And let's talk about the market today. So stocks are down. The S&P and the Dow are both down. The Nasdaq is up just a little bit and holding on by a thread on positive territory. Let's talk about the mortgage bonds, though. Mortgage bonds, after a glimmer of hope last week that we might be making a turnaround, mortgage bonds have gone back to their old tricks, which is really just one trick, and that's selling off. And it's selling off at faster than anybody was expecting them to sell off. So mortgage bonds are down about 90 basis points at the time of recording right now. The 10-year yield is up about 13 basis points. The national average for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage last week, it closed the week out on Friday at about 6.7%. Today we're expecting that to come in higher, somewhere around 6.9%. So expect that on mortgage rates. And look, what's going on with mortgage rates? Is there a reprieve coming? And not yet, but it could be any day. And there's a couple of reasons why it could be any moment. First, the bonds are technically severely oversold. And you might say, well, so is everything. Stocks are oversold, bonds are oversold. Yes, that's true, but it's still a technical factor. And being in such an oversold state, it is ready for a bounce. That's number one. But number two, inflation is the driving force, and the markets are looking for a turnaround on inflation. Now, could we see that this week? This week we've got PCE data coming out. It's personal consumption expenditures. And the PCE Core data is the Fed's favorite measure of inflation. That's going to be coming out on Friday. Now, we do expect that PCE data to be, kind of echo the data from the CPI that we got earlier in the month. But the truth is that if that PCE Core data does come in underneath what's expected, well, it could be a boon for the market. We could see the market turn around just a little bit. It could be the bounce that we are waiting for. So it could be any day that we see that reprieve and we see the turnaround in the bond market. Because really what we're looking for is inflation to start coming back down. That's what the market's looking for. And as soon as inflation starts to come back down, well, that's when mortgage rates will start to come back down as well. And the Fed's doing what they're doing, everything they can control as far as their monetary policy to help bring inflation down. And that's why the core PCE data is so important to them. They feel like they can't control food and energy costs because there's too many outside factors that can factor into food and energy costs, including geopolitical issues and supply chain issues and things like that. So that's why they focus on that core PCE, because it strips out food and energy costs. And those are the things that the Fed feels like they can affect with monetary policy. And so again, as that inflation starts to come down, we will see mortgage rates start to come down as well. And that could happen really at any moment. That's what we're waiting on. Now, this week, we've got a bunch of other news that's coming out, including housing news. We've got FHFA and Case-Shiller home prices that are coming out this week. We have pending home sales for the month of August. We also have some other inflationary type data. We've got durable goods and core CapEx. Both of those are coming out this week as well. So a busy news week so far that we have coming up this week. As that news comes, we will bring it to you, but that's all that we have for today. So remember to stay positive, stay safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.